Alright, greetings everybody, welcome back. I was just flapping my lips, for no reason again. I think we're all set now. Got face cam, got voice, got overlapping windows, all the good stuff. So, welcome. Let's see, I am Vorm. This is Mashinky. I have played Mashinky on the channel before, but it's been like 2 years. I took a very brief look at it a couple of years ago, and I set it aside. It was still fairly early in its development. He's been working on it for quite a while. It's one of those mostly one-man efforts, and it's pretty cool, but I set it aside because it's one of my favorite... It's like one of my favorite games, which is Transport Tycoon. If you're at all familiar with Transport Tycoon, one of the golden oldies from the past, it's got a current version or iteration called Open Transport Tycoon. Is it OTTD? Is it Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe? I think it is OTTD, Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe. Free plug for a free game. Go check it out. But this is Mashinky. It's very similar in some of its design. So the initial implementation, some of the screens you can see are similar, with way more bells and whistles. And, I don't know, it's got some things, it doesn't have others, we'll see. But it's still not quite complete, we're still in early access. It's got 6 out of the 7 planned eras, or time frames, fully implemented, and I wanted to take a look again. So I figured we'd give it a poke, see how things look and play and all that. Now, I've remained purposely ignorant of most of the changes, and I've totally forgotten the control schemes. I mean, it's been 2 years, and I think I played it for a grand total of 2 hours 2 years ago. So treat this as essentially a first look, a second time. Something like that. So there will be much... damn throat. Go away. Should have had a nice hot cup of tea before I started up. Okay, so we're going to take a look again. I don't remember anything about the controls. It's going to be wonky. There's going to be a lot of me humming and hawing and reading and fiddling and smashing trains into each other. It's going to be a glorious mess until I spend some time actually figuring things out. So let's go ahead and start doing that. First, let's see. Let's just go new game. We'll go new game, terrain, alpine. No, that doesn't sound fun. Wild West. What? I have 2 types. I have Wild West and I have alpine. All right, I guess we'll stick with alpine. 1024 size. That's the new largest size. They just got implemented. We're not going to do that size. What do we got? So 128, 256, 512, and 1024. Let's do a 256. Low density hills, medium forest, medium industry, medium towns, high density lakes. Let's do medium density lakes. Medium fields, arrow 1, of course. And look at that, we even have seeds. Seeds, so we can revisit a generated map. Cool. We also have custom maps available. We're not going to mess with that quite yet. What does advanced do? Oh, all the other stuff. So we can leave the tutorial on or turn it off. Random quests. Pay to progress through the eras. I'm going to leave all this alone. I don't know enough about the game to make educated decisions here. So we'll not mess with that. We'll just stick with the basics. Maybe we should even go down to 128. Now, we'll stick with 256. Recommended for your first game. Oh, really? So if I click on this... of course. Alpine, 128. Alright, we'll go with that. We'll go with the recommended. We'll follow the experience as given. I'm also curious to see how much hand-holding there is, how much explanation, how much the early game walkthrough kind of provides you with guidance, especially in the realm of signaling. Signaling is always the trickiest part and the hardest thing to learn in train games where you actually build the full routes and you have complicated train setups with tracks, overlapping, overlaying, with crossroads all over the place, and overpasses and underpasses and so on. So I'm curious if it's going to go into any detail on how to actually do that stuff successfully in-game, as opposed to me going out and watching YouTube videos from people that have already, smashed their face against it and figured it out. So let's see. But this is the recommended for first game settings. We'll hit start game and we'll see what happens to us. Hopefully I don't die quite as often as an RL craft start. Okay, there is going to be some reading initially. What, I can't make the window bigger? I can make the window bigger. Cool. Alright, don't mind me. Just had to try to clear the throat one more time. I might have to pause and go get some tea at this rate. Got a persistent something wiggling around the back of my throat. Okay, early steam age. Our engineers are said to be close to new developments of the steam engine, this being fueled by the latest... There's a typo. By the latest research and the planned opening of the first foundry in our region. As a result, they might soon be able to build faster and more powerful steam locomotives. All they need are the resources to complete the many years of research. Got it. All right, requirement, investment of 100 lumber and 100 coal? You're not going to give me a pop-up? All right, I'm gonna guess that this is coal. Hey, Mal, we have time going on? I don't want time to go on. How do I... All right, one is pause. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So... Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. All right, time is paused. So, requires an investment of lumber and coal. Time to the next stage. Reward, you get to continue to the next era. Optional reward if you invest in the new technology. All right, we'll get all that figured out. So, are you giving me these? Early steam age. Nope, can't click on them. Postpone, refuse. Alright, so this is my quest. Welcome to Mashinky. You're the owner of a tiny transport company. To succeed, you will have to build tracks, research, and buy the latest vehicles, transport goods and passengers. The goal is to build a transport empire and earn as many tokens as possible. Good luck. So tokens are their way of buying or progressing through the ages. You have to hook into various industries, build the buildings and the infrastructure, deliver the materials, process the goods, and then you get tokens of various types. And the tokens change as you go upwards through the time frames and the eras. And then once you accumulate a certain number of tokens of various types, you can pay them in to unlock or advance to the next era. So I understand the reasoning behind it. It's a little weird at first for people that have played like Transport Tycoon, but we'll get used to it. All right, so click on the OK button to read about quests and collect your first reward. Give me my reward, my $10. All right, so on the left side, you can see a list of quests. Each type of quest is different. We have era quests that let us proceed to the next. Event quests, big quests which are part of the storyline, might differ depending on your choices. Tutorial quests in green. That's self-explanatory, and sandbox quests are individually generated tasks on the map. Give me my money. Alright, so we have 2,008 of the dollars, or ducats, or whatever. I think it's Czech? I forget. It's been a couple years since I last looked into things, but I believe it's Czechoslovakian. And Mashinky is a term for something about rail cars or engines or something. in the developer's home language. Alright, first we need to know how to move around. Let's start with zooming out. Zoom out by the mouse wheel. So let's make this a little smaller. Move this away. So here's the first thing I want to show off about the game. Let's actually move the screen around a little bit. So we're fully 3D. Looks good. Looks really nice. But here's the mystery and the magic. Watch what happens. So this is zoomed in as far as I can go. I've scrolled the mouse wheel forward as far as possible. We can't quite see individual pieces of bark on the tree. But good enough. But here's what happens when I start to zoom out. We zoom a little bit. We zoom a little bit further. We zoom a little bit further. We keep zooming. We keep zooming. We keep zooming. And there we go. Now we're up to the highest level. It's even more impressive with towns. I'm going to zoom in on this town, so watch what happens when I zoom in on the town. All right, let's. The camera's a little reversed for the way I prefer it, but all right, that's max zoom in on the little house and the door there. So we'll do another pull out. So, that's the lowest scale and the highest scale we can attain with the zoom. Now it gets even better. Oh, actually, let me take my monies. So, well done. In Mashinky, you can collect various tokens such as money, wood, coal, and iron. So, money, wood, coal, iron. Got it. Each time you progress to a new area, you'll unlock a new token. Give me my money. Terrain editing. So, we'll create a nice hill. You need to modify the terrain a lot. Buildings, railways, and infrastructure all need the right terrain for construction. Requirement: ensure that you switch to construction mode by pressing spacebar. So here's the next fun thing. If you've ever played or seen Transport Tycoon Deluxe or Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe, you might be familiar with that. Look at that. Look at that. Glorious. Beautiful. Don't like that mode? Here, have graphics mode. Don't like graphics mode? Here, have building mode. It's still my favorite thing, switching between these two modes. It's just glorious. That is cool stuff right there. Alright, so like I said, if you've ever seen or played Transport Tycoon, this looks really familiar. I mean, really familiar. This will give you flashbacks with the towns and the types of terrain or resources available, the square grid arrangement. You just couldn't do this. This was not available. Now it's going to get even more fun for all the train enthusiasts, all you railheads that love your trains, when we actually get trains moving, because you can jump or attach the camera to the train in full graphics mode and actually choo-choo around the map attached to your train with different viewpoints available. We'll get to that soon. Okay, so construction mode. Select the bulldozer icon. Sounds good. Bulldoze. Raise or lower. So we're going to do this intro. I don't want to have to do this again, so we should probably do it for realsies. I think I can turn it off so we can ignore it later. But I may go through the quest chain stuff here, the initial tutorial stuff, and then quit out, load up a brand new map, and then play for reals without the tutorial. So that's the possible plan. Alright, so now with the bulldozer selected, we can see the height variations. We don't have much. We got a pretty flat little area here. Let's see. Let's go mess with this. So we can see the road inclines here. Equalize. So raise or lower changes terrain height. Equalize levels the terrain. Pick a start point and drag across an area. This will be changed to match the starting point's height. Okay, so whatever the starting point's height is. So if I pick the point up here, and then I click and drag like so. Whoops. Well, oh, I see. I got to do this. Equalize. Alright, starting point height. There we go. So it equalized it. Cool. So we can do a little flat space so we can run a railroad train out without having it drop down a level. Or we can just say, nah, that's no good. Lower that. Get rid of all that nonsense. Alright, pretty straightforward. I understand the raise, lower, equalize. Give me some more money. What's next? First line. Mashinky's all about railways. The simplest railway line is between two stations connected with a depot. A depot. We're going to have lots of depots. Railway, station, depot. Let's start by building a line and transporting passengers between them. Hull and Durham. All right, let's find. I know there's ways. Let's see. Oops. Okay, that switches between the modes. Got it. So we're on the early steam age. We're doing the first line quest. Didn't mean to totally close that window. Cambridge. I know there's a faster way of probably doing this. Sheffield. We're looking for what? Hull and Durham. There's probably two cities relatively close to each other. Nope. Aberdeen. Lincoln. Come on now. There's Hull. Durham. There we go. Alright, so they want us to link up these two cities with some railways. First, open the railways tool. It's the highlighted one. Yes, it is. Click the station tool. It is the highlighted one. Yes, it is. Place station by clicking and dragging the mouse button on the flat land near the town. Alright, so if we're going to be going here to there... I don't know if we're going to keep developing on this map, but alright, let's just bring it in here. We'll put a station in right along here. We'll run the line out, and ideally we'd want to go through here. I don't know if I want to have that many weird curves. Maybe we'll go here instead. We'll go straight up through here and then straight across. Yeah, let's do that instead. All right, so we're going to go here. Big long station. Big long station. Then another one. Clicking and dragging again. Let's go here. Can I cancel that? Yes, I can. All right, right click to cancel. Go here instead. All right, select the railroad construction tool. There we go. So now the difficult part. Try to connect the stations with railway track 1 to 2. Don't worry, this time it's for free, so take your time. You can use the bulldozer, clear a tile, or raise lower terrain. If you need to start again, you can use the bulldozer on the stations and railway line. All right. So it should be pretty easy. I oriented them in a way that I think is going to avoid most of the... I'm not sure why I'm getting that flickering. That's mildly annoying. Alright, so here, we're just going to go straight through to there. Let's go to there. And then up through this way. And then connect across. Alright. Looks good. We're connected. Don't like the flickering. Not sure what's going on with the flickering. I'm not sure if it's just the tutorial construction area that they want me to operate in. I think that's what was flickering. Alright, so 3 out of 8 first line. Open the railroad tools. Congratulations, you did it. Let's add a depot, so we can buy a train. Click the glowy thing. Click the glowy thing. And yeah, it's just the forced tutorial area that's blinky like that, so we won't have to deal with that later. Build a depot in the selected in the highlighted area. When you've chosen a suitable spot, rotate it so it connects to your railway line. Don't forget, if you need to, you can blow things up. Got it. Alright, rotate by middle mouse. Let's see. I don't have enough room vertically for that. Let's give it a little more room. Right there. Okay, now we've got the depot. I assume we've clicked on it, so now we can select the engine. So we've got the 260 Porter and the 460 Baldwin. Can't buy the Baldwin, I don't believe, because I don't have the lumber tokens that are required for it. So we're stuck with the 260 Porter that's blinking at me. Buy an engine by clicking on it. Let's do it now. Buy one 260 Porter. Sounds good. Alright, now we got another little window. Again, reminiscent of Transport Tycoon. A lot of good info. What do they want me to do? Open the Wagons tab? Wagons tab. Alright, so we've got the Pullman, the coach car, the Steudinger, the Ronghofer, the Opel, Talbot, and the Linz. And yes, pardon me for any mispronunciations. So they want 3 Pullmans. So 1, 2, 3. So we can see our engine choice. We can see our 3 cars. I assume that's overall train weight, and I am not sure what that value is. Train length, I bet. I bet that's the train length in blocks. So we're not quite 3 blocks long. I'm gonna guess. We're gonna find out here in a second. Alright, first line done. You've built your first railway line in the train window. Red flag, green flag will start and stop your train. That's right here. Allows you to manage train orders manually, which is where? Maybe there's a third setting there. I don't know. Lets you ride on board the train. So that button there is going to let us go for a ride. And then that locks us onto the train, main camera to the train. So we'll follow the train, but from an up top sky-high view. All right. And I assume this is like information, or this screen possibly. Don't forget to have a look at your railway in realistic mode by pressing spacebar or using the icon on the toolbar. All right, so let's start her up. And unpause. Oh, I keep forgetting. Unpause. Here comes the train! Alright, speed that up a little bit, train. It's a little longer than I thought. Or is that 3 spaces? I gotta get used to hitting, so, it's just over the line here. 1 space, 2 space, 3 space. Yeah, I think it is 3 spaces long, so that was a length designator. That's good to know. Okay, we're gonna have an issue with pausing, because I am so trained for pause, or for the space bar to be a pause key in so many games, but in this one it flips the view, so you'll have to bear with me in the constant flipping around, because I'm not used to using the number keys. So, we'll turn this back on. I can see in our station we have 1 passenger waiting for us. I don't think I'll want to. I'll want it the way it is. I just got to get used to it. Oh, nifty. I don't remember doing this highlighting action. Alright, let's go to slow mode. Let's go to this button. Oh, yeah. I believe we can change what position we're in. Yeah, you can see the other... Oh, that's nifty. You just point and click, and you can change your seating position. That's new. Used to be hotkeyed. I like this better. This is more intuitive. So, we can attach to the train. So the camera is attached. I can use whatever zoom level I want. Yeah, I can change the pivot point. Oh, that detached it. There we go. There, we'll speed things up. Oops. Stop doing that. It's gonna take me a while to get used to all the controls. There, we'll get rid of all these windows. Hey! Oh, that's right. I got rid of the, which train we're attached to window. Come here, window. I want you kind of tucked over here. That way we could just kind of zen our train ride here. So, closer is louder. Alright, let me take a second to look at some numbers and statistics. So we can see 5 out of 8 people in the first car. 5 out of 8, so we've got 10 out of 24. I wish I would see info when I pointed at something. Just a little pop-up tip to say, what the hell is this? I don't know what all these things are. Statistics, operating cost versus transported. The orders, so we can set up specific orders for the train. Current and max speed, horsepower of the engine, weight. This might be weight empty and fully loaded. All we're doing is transporting some people, so that's not going to change in how many tons. So I'm betting. Oh, are we fully loaded? Hey, we're fully loaded. So it is. Base weight versus fully loaded. That'll change drastically for cargo shipments. Incline, 168 tons. Is that... I'm not sure how to read that or what that is. 2.83 blocks long. Important for signal placement. And 10 out of 24 is our current cargo. That's the cargo indicator. We can reverse the train in case we get stuck. If I've got wacky signaling arrangements, ignore the next symbol. Go to the depot for repair and replace. Cool. Oops. Cancel that. So I can move windows around. I can resize them as appropriate. Can I pin windows? Remember in Transport Tycoon Deluxe, I could pin windows in place, but I don't know if I can do that here. What's this do? Rename? Oh, that's the information for the train. Train 1. This is the Vorm 1. Yep, Vorm 1. Alright, cool. So we'll go back to 1 speed. We'll let that do its thing, and we'll see what else they want us to participate in. Here's what it looks like, by the way. Can I attach in this mode too? Alright. That doesn't work. So... Stop it. So I can't attach to it in this mode. This is nice because it gets rid of all the clutter. You just want to see the statistics. Didn't show a little indicator of any kind. Alright, let's zoom out of there for a second. First passengers, keep it up. The state is interested in expanding infrastructure too, therefore received a small sum of money. You can invest it in expanding the transport network or look for other sources of income, such as the transport of logs and coal. Requirement satisfied. Transport 50 passengers to any city, and alright, so we got a reward for that. I want to go back to, let's see here. Dentist helper, first line, delivery of logs. Let's finish this one out. Alright, you're done. You've built your first railway line in the train window, blah, blah, blah. Postpone. Give me my reward. Alright, now we're to delivery of logs and dentist helper. Let me introduce myself, Jack Tamiel, LMBR, Deputy County. Our company plans to invest in the development of your local industry. That's why I contacted you. First, we need to deliver logs to our sawmills. Forests are all around us, so you should have no problem finding them. If you succeed, we'll pay you well, and we might have more work for you. So, deliver 100 logs into any sawmill. That's all I care about. So, set up another line, basically delivering logs to the sawmill. Santa's helper. What do you want, Santa? We're close to the most important night of Christmas holidays, blah, blah, blah. Save Christmas, distribute presents, deliver these fulfilled children's wishes on cars and trains, and we'll definitely find some wish comes true for you too. Bless you, Hans Winkelmann, Vicar. Deliver presents to as many city centers as possible. I'm not interested in that one. Thanks, but no thanks right now. So let's stick with delivery of logs. That's our only option. So early steam age and delivery of logs. Cool. We'll close that for now. We'll, how do I just, there we go. Close that window. We'll just let that do its thing for a while. So we've got a sawmill and logs. Logs. So we only have these 2 choices for sawmills. I think I'm liking this setup a little better. We've got 2 of the forest resources, and then a lumber mill. The hill's not awesome. That's got a lot of trees. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna be down here. We could just set up a line literally right here. Without any turns even. I could go... Yeah, if this is the limit of it, we can do this. No problem. Close these. Alright. Stamps. Use any stamp. What is that? Open stamp window where you can browse existing layouts or create a new one. Oh. Stamp. Whoa, fancy. Cloverleaf for double. 19 by 18 blocks. Youch. Junction for single. Junction T for double. Junction T mini for double. Terminus 1 for double. Create new. Rename, delete, copy, paste. I wonder if there's a community that creates these and you can import. Drop them in a folder in the game and have more of these available. There's probably, or hopefully, going to be options for like tabs that you can click on for single line, double line, or whatever to kind of filter. K112 redeemed a Mega Biscuit for Zombie Dog. I got no Mega Biscuits next to me. Zombie Dog's not in the hallway. He's not behind the computer. Must be downstairs, napping on the kitchen floor. We'll have to wait a little bit before we get Zombie Dog his Mega Biscuit. Alright, let me catch up with chat here. Can you remap the keys, the key bindings? I haven't tried. Again, I just need to get used to it. It's not a big deal. Alright, so yeah, this is cool. I'll have to remember to try to take this. So terminus for double, for example. If we're going to have two resources we're bringing into one producer, I can either do a double track and just have a dedicated track for one, a dedicated track for the other, or I could have a single here with the terminus for double. That would save me on the cost of the station fee, and occasionally the trains would have to pause for each other, but not too often. We should probably, for this freebie one, just keep it simple and do a double track and just have a dedicated line for each. That would also mean 2 depots, unless I do a crossover. We'll get into that more complicated stuff later. We're going to keep it real simple for now. So, close that. I like the stamps thing, though. That's cool. I don't remember that being in last time I took a peek. We're in pause mode now. How's it look from this mode? Not bad. Alright, but it's flat ground. This is a really straightforward, pretty simple, small map, so that's good. Alright, let's start with the sawmill. Let's get a double station built. That's this, and station. I don't know how big I need to make this. Let's just make it 4. 4? Alright, we'll do 5. Oops. Alright, you. Is there an overlap? Do I need to worry about... I guess I am going to have a turn. Do a gentle turn out, and we got to connect to that. You are connecting over to here. Is this somebody's crops I'm digging up? I think I'm going through somebody's crops. Cancel this. Yeah, that sure looks like somebody's crops. Although there's trees in the middle of it. I don't know. I don't know if I'll have to pay Aberdeen a fee for that, or if it costs me more, or what. I'm putting it in the way I want to put it in. Alright, where's the turn need to start? That's good enough. Nice and simple. Okay, so unless I do a crossover somewhere up here, we're going to need 2 depots. Let's see if we can figure out how to do a depot that is not... No, that's not going to work. We'll do 2 depots. Oh, well, there we go. That crosses over. Because I need the... Yeah, we're going to do 2 depots. Depot there, and... Cancel. Nice simple depot there. Alright, so wood to the sawmill, huh? Engine! We do have 20 of the lumber. We can get a Baldwin, and we'll be producing... see, there's a difference between lumber and lumber tokens. I gotta be careful to make sure I get the distinction. So, let's hold off on the Baldwin. Let's just go with the Porter. And... let's see... wagons, we need the Scoinder, assuming that's what that means. I'm not going anywhere outbound with those yet. So we'll do 3 on each. Go ahead and get started. Oh wait, I think I can copy the train. So many buttons. Let's see. This one. First ignore. Replace. I don't think it's from the depot. Unload. If there's a copy, I'm not sure where it's at. There probably is one. There's got to be a way of doing this faster. Alright, let's go over to this one. That one, please. Stop it. Oh. Don't mind me. Porter plus 1, 2, 3. Get going. Close, close. And speed things up. So with only 2 destinations, it's smart enough to know the route. So I didn't have to set a route. Since there's only, it's entirely obvious what this train needs to do. So it automatically knew to come out, go get the raw material, take it to the delivery location. Same thing here. That's why they didn't go here first, because they know what to do. Anything more complicated than that, though, and you've got to start giving specific orders. You go to the order screen, you say, click, go to this station, then click, go to the next station, and it picks up and delivers as appropriate. For now, though, we'll just, we'll kind of watch what happens. So, 3 logs equals 2 lumber. We have extensions, employee quarters, a toy shop, storage, steam sawmill, drying storage, and it costs different tokens to buy the various upgrades. As you can see, we don't have enough of the lumber tokens. We've got lots and lots of the money. So we've produced 16 so far. Oh, 20? Oh, I see. You can see the transfer of the materials back and forth. Logs go in. Lumber flies out. So we're stockpiling the timber. What else we got? Wow, nifty. Alright, so the logs unload into the storage yard and planks pop out the other side. Cool, what else can we look at? So I know the extensions, the employee quarters, does this mean it turns it into 1-to-1? Increases production, so instead of 3-to-2, we get a 1-to-1 ratio. But then, oh, greater storage capacity for raw materials. Wait, I don't understand. I'm a little fuzzy about how to, if I was just reading these, what is it actually doing? Increases production. That can't just be one-to-one, because that doesn't make any sense for these other things. I'm not sure. Alright, statistics. What else we got? Okay, must be more useful when you've got more things going on. Alright, cancel that. So what are we looking at? Delivery of logs, collect your reward. Well done. Here's your reward. Delivery of timber. What a surprise. Everything's going great. Our bosses are happy, and that's quite rare. I hope it stays like this for a long time. If you're interested, I have another offer. Our sawmills are producing more timber than our horse-drawn carriages can handle, and our warehouses are almost full. We need you to connect our sawmills and local tool works by rail to speed up the transport. Deliver 200 units of timber to any tool works. Alright, so we've added in another requirement, have we? I see coal. Oh, crap. Don't tell me I gotta go there or there. That's terrible. That's terrible. Alright, we're gonna have a long train ride. Good old tutorial stuff. Well, we're gonna go north. Might as well do the great north-south connection here. So, looks like we need coal and timber in order to make... Oh, okay. So, with the circles, that indicates the tokens. I'm assuming that's what that means. Tokens versus raw materials. So, hopefully we'll end up with some timber tokens and some coal tokens, which I think is what we need to get out of here. Yeah. We need 100 of each. So, we've got to set up, you know, more stuff. We got to bring coal to the toolworks, and we've got to deliver our lumber to the toolworks. So, we're going to have a busy station right here. Yeah, this is a randomized map. I have this splash screen mentioned he's implemented the 1024 maps, and there's an actual full UK representation with everything geographically correct and so on. I'll show it here when we get done with this tutorial stuff, so you can see kind of what you're looking to get into. All right, so we have good local coal sources that we can feed in to the works. So 4 of the lumber makes 2 of the coin, and 3 of the coal makes 1. So we've got... How would I do this? We're going to need a station and a station, of course. Could do a Y, bring this down, bring this up, one line each, and then they combine. I've got a north-south, and then I've got an east-west. I have no idea how to optimize this, so it's been a really long time since I last played Transport Tycoon. So this is going to be ugly as sin, and probably very crashy. Good times. I'm just debating whether I want to go east to west or a north-south. I think I'll run the station east to west, so... Go into construction mode, and train station. I could do a triple station. Since money's not really a concern in this particular one, it's not going to be pretty, but it simplifies things. Or I can do a double. I have these two share an input, and then have the incoming lumber have the other one. Let's try to do that. We'll try to do a little bit of learning. I think we're going to need a long station for this one. Let's go here. Here. Alright, so we're going to use the top rail for these two, and the lower rail for this. Uh-oh. Hills. We don't want our porter having to go up and down hills. But I think I might curve around, like right along there, and then let's lower this hill. So if I say equalize and I start here, cool. That will work. And I only need one train going north, I think. I'm going to have to put signals on so the incoming don't smash into the outgoing. We'll worry about that later. Okay. I'll try to avoid the farmer's fields this time. Oops. Let's see. We go just like that. And I don't quite like the way that's spacing. Oops, I screwed that up. Don't like that either. Alright. Ugh, that doesn't look right. That's not what I want. Alright, I'm doing a good job of screwing this one up. Let's get that one hooked in. Then... Alright, there we go. Good enough. Hey there, Nuffle. Trains! Lots and lots of trains. Alright, so since we're sharing this... This actually isn't good. I cut this too far back. What I might do instead is run parallel and then cut in and then just have a light down here, because otherwise I've got too long a section and they're going to get stuck in here. So this is not a good arrangement. Let's cancel this. You can stay. You, on the other hand, are going to come parallel and hook in down here. Oops. Yeah, this is going to take a lot of learning on my end to remember how to run trains. Look at all these fancy things. Auto signal type, auto signal placement. Oof. We'll have to try some of that stuff. Alright, so we've got the rough track in. This one should be fairly straightforward to set up. I just need to prevent problems on the track down south here. Let's go with you. Whoa, look at that. Holy crap, that is way more info than we used to get. So, it's highlighting in blaring orange color the entire unsignaled section of track. So right now, because I haven't laid a single signal yet, it's showing the entire track lit up to let me know that. So that's awesome. Good. That's good info. Basic railway, lowest speed limit, signal block occupied, double click one-way signal, direction by cursor, position against the track. So I want that in there. And then you're supposed to be able to click to one side or the other. See the highlight? So I want it to be one way that way. No, I don't want that. I want two way. So it's red because we're in this section. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, that'll work. That just provides a block. So now I can see when I point, the orange is only on this lower section, and it's green on the upper section. Alright, let's put another one up here. Right before the station entry. Two ways fine. Another one there. I need a depot. If I build using this depot, I gotta make sure this train's on this part of the track when this one comes out. Probably gonna be better to put another depot up here. If I was comfortable about crossing tracks and setting this up right, I'd have one depot controlling these, but I'm gonna have to... Oh, actually, that is a problem. Yeah, this is going to be a terrible arrangement. I'm going to have depots all over the place for no good reason. The signals get pretty complex, and this auto thing, you basically click and drag, and it'll place the signals automatically along the length. Numbers specify the maximum length of train that can fit into each created block. So yeah, so I could set a number like 4. Currently my trains are only 3 long. And then it'll auto-place the signals along the entire length as appropriate. We'll try it for this northern route. So we'll do auto. So you can see where it's planning on placing them. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks? A good number. Do it. Unfortunately, it did them one way. Is it going to change all of them together when I click? I don't want either or. I want... I want the double. I want the two-way. Well, I'm not sure what I've done now. Now I've done screwed up. So if I switch this back, I can do that individually. Can I get rid of just the signal? Nope, gets rid of the whole block. There's got to be a way of telling it to get rid of the signal. There's probably a way to do it. I just don't know how yet, so... Oops. We'll do it the slow way for the moment. I guess this is kind of a non-issue because I've only got... the assumption is I'm only going to have one train on this long route, which is not very economical either. So if I'm only going to run one train, I don't need any signals other than down here to make sure he's got access to this. I just wanted to test out the automatic thing. But if I put multiple trains, that's what these are for. This is for when you're running multiple trains and you have turnouts for passing and so on. But it's not useful right now. Alright, so I just wanted to make sure I could get this done. Let's get a depot in here. Infrastructure overlay. Visualize different types of track. What? What are you trying to tell me here? What? I don't know what this is. I'm not real sure what that's doing. Alright, so he should grab... Let's stop here until... Oh, I need to get a better... No. As soon as he clears that signal there, he'll be able to pull in. Don't worry, the crashing will happen. There will be crashing. Right now, we're still learning how to do the making. 190 sitting here. Trains can hold 28 at a time, currently configured. Alright, off to north it goes. So for the folks that haven't seen this, that have just joined in recently, I don't want to click on that. I want to click on the train. There's our depot. We're going to take a ride while I have a drink. So we're at max speed, 28 out of 28 cargo capacity. I'm not sure what some of these other ones do. Pulling into our station. Then we do our teleport flip turnaround. I want to go here. Over here. Okay, so that's part of it. Now we need to get the coal part going. So, how are we going to do this? Don't need to know about you anymore.